Now, some of you guys might have seen lessons that I've done before about sex with Ronnie. Guess what? As much as I like to teach you about sex and all its fun, there is a very, very serious side to sex that I want to talk to you about. This is a public service announcement. No guitars, but we're going to talk about safe sex with me. Hi. Safe sex basically means preventing two things. The first one is preventing unwanted pregnancy. That means not having a baby. So we know, hopefully, that if you have sex, intercourse, there's a nice chance that you can have a baby. But maybe you're a little too young to have a baby. Maybe you don't want a baby. Maybe having a baby would really mess up your life. So, we're going to go through two very important things. One is birth control, and the other one, even I think more important than birth control, is not dying because, or not getting very sick because you have contracted or gotten what's called an STD. STD means a sexually transmitted disease. We have a lot of these. I'm going to teach you the names of some of them, the slang in some of them. You'll hear them in movies. But most importantly, I want you to not get these. Please do these little things to help you, even if you're really drunk. When you go to a pharmacy or you go to a place to get things like condoms or something to help you, do not be ashamed. Do not be scared. You are protecting yourself and you are protecting your partner. There is no shame in protecting yourself and not dying. So, no matter what your culture was in your country, no matter what your parents think, you want to protect yourself. So please, she won't get sick if you cover your dick. This means wear a condom. Come on, it takes 2 seconds. Just flip that on and you're ready to pounce. Rah. So, wear a condom, guys. Do it. It's easy. It's fun. There's many different flavors. You can get different colors. They can glow in the dark condoms. Wear one. You're not going to have a baby you don't want, and you're not going to get a disease, hopefully. So, ladies, this is for you. Unfortunately, if we get pregnant, we're the ones that have to keep the baby, and the men disappear and have their fun, but we're stuck with the baby. So, most of the forms of birth control, this means stopping to have a child, are for women because it's our responsibility. It's our body. No matter what anyone says, you have control of your body, not anyone else. So we have many different methods that we can use to control if we have a baby, if we don't. Now, the most popular one, it's been around for a long time. It's called the pill. The pill is a pill, like a tablet that we take every day, and it prevents us getting pregnant because it prevents the eggs from coming into the uterus and making contact with the sperm. I'll explain all that later. But basically, it's called the pill, and it prevents us from getting pregnant. Yes. Another one like the pill is called the patch. Now, the pill has been around since the 1960s in America. The patch is fairly new. It's basically a sticker you put on your body, and hormones are released into your body. And it prevents you from making the eggs so that the sperm and the eggs don't make contact and don't have a baby. We have another thing called the morning after pill. Now, this is different than the birth control pill because the morning after pill is taken the morning after you have sex or intercourse. So, let's say that you didn't use a condom and you are not on any birth control. This happens, no problem. you can go to the pharmacy, you can go to the drugstore, you can go to the doctor, and you can ask for the morning after pill. Again, this will stop any further egg and sperm connections. It's 100% legal, reliable, and safe. So do it. Even if you feel embarrassed, it's better to be embarrassed for 10 seconds than have a baby for the rest of your life that you can't take care of. So, believe me, the morning after pill is perfectly fine. It has many names like Plan B or the emergency pill. But if you just go to the pharmacy and ask for the morning after pill, you're set. You're good. You're like, yay, I can do this. Then we get into more drugs and different ways that we can prevent having babies. So there's something called Depo-Provera. Depo-Provera, we in slang call the shot. It's an injection, which means they inject a hormone into your body of progestin. And this is a hormone that stops ovulation. Ovulation means your eggs start to produce and go into your body where they're ready to meet the sperm of their dreams and have a baby. So what happens is if you take these hormones, your eggs will not produce and you cannot have a baby, hopefully. We also have something called IUD. This is an intrauterine device. That's hard to say. So, an intrauterine device, or IUD, we make it easier. We actually insert it in the uterus. The uterus is the part of your body where you can produce the child. And it's put out by a doctor. Okay, you're not having your best friend help you out with this. You're going to go to the doctor or a clinic, and they're going to put a device inside of you that again will stop ovulation, so you won't have a baby. This one can last anywhere from 3 to 10 years. So if you want to have a child, you can have the device removed and you can then have a baby. So these things are really, really good. They are not permanent. You stop it when you decide to, not anybody else, not your doctor. It's all you. Another thing we have like this is called the ring. And the ring, looks like a plastic circle. And I think the doctor's name is Uvia ring. It has hormones again. And what happens is it again prevents the egg and the sperm contact. This ring you put in and take out once a month. So it's a bit more work, but all of these have proven to be quite effective to prevent an unwanted child. Another thing that we have is called a sponge. And a sponge, it's like a soft material that you can put inside of you before you have sex. And there's something called spermicide. Spermicide is a gel or a foam that will actually kill the sperm. Now, sperm are what men have. They look like little fish. They're little white fish, sperm. And those are the things that will connect with your egg and the miracle of birth will happen. So a sponge has spermicides or a gel that will kill the sperms. It's cool. We don't want them to live. There's lots of them. We don't like them. And the other thing we have is called a diaphragm. A diaphragm, some people call it like a female condom, but it basically creates a barrier. So again, the sperm and the eggs, they never meet. They're just strangers passing in the night, having a good time. Women, ladies, these are many choices that we have to protect ourselves. Unfortunately, all of these things will not prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Guys, that's where I'm talking to you. You have one very important thing, and it is, again, a condom. A condom is square. I don't have one here. I should have brought one. And you open it up and you put it on your penis and you can go all night. Okay? And it will prevent you becoming a father, and it will also prevent STDs. So, Another option is a spermicide. A lot of condoms have a spermicide in them so that it will kill the gel. I've just decided that the condom god has blessed me with a condom. Thank you, condom god. This is a condom. It's Durex. Oh, we're doing brand names here. So if you don't know how to use one of these, I suggest you find videos on YouTube and check it out. They are really important. They might even save your life. Don't ever be embarrassed to go to a store, a pharmacy, or ask someone, ask a friend if they have one of these, because this little guy, your best friend, guys. Use it. A very drastic thing you can do, guys, if you never want to have children, is get what's called a vasectomy. So a vasectomy is basically sterilization, where you can never have children again because the sperm die inside, and they will never ever reach the egg because they don't produce sperm to reach the egg. We can also have this operation. It's called something, I forget what it's called for girls. I'll think about it and I'll tell you later. But guys, you can have a vasectomy. This means a lot of men choose to have a vasectomy after they've had children, and they decided, oh, do you know what? My wife and I don't want any more children. We have one partner. We don't have to worry about using condom. We don't want any more babies, so we're going to get a vasectomy. Women, ladies, we have the same thing, and we can get our tubes tied. So tubes are little things that connect our eggs to our uterus. And getting the tubes tied means they cut the tube so our eggs won't travel anymore. And this is an option. It's almost permanent for us. Now, the most important thing when you use this condom is to prevent something called sexually transmitted diseases, or STDs. STDs are just the easier way to say sexually transmitted diseases. So, this is a short list of some very common STDs. We have chlamydia, which we call the clap. We have hepatitis B, which in slang we call Hep B. We have herpes, HIV, which can become AIDS. We have syphilis, crabs or lice. Ew, what? What? You eat crabs? So crabs or lice are little insects that live in your pubic hair of dirty, dirty people. So if someone has little insects living in their pubic hair or in their hair, if your pubic hair touches theirs, guess what? You got crabs and you're really itchy. Oh, very uncomfortable. Do not eat them. It's not that kind of crab that you find in the ocean. It's found in pubic hair. Don't eat it. No. Another common one is called gonorrhea. And then we have the HPV. This is called, bear with, the human papilloma virus. One cool thing is that now we have a vaccine to protect us against the HPV. This is happening a lot in Canada. A lot of girls who are entering the age of being sexually active, high school age, are being vaccinated against this virus to cut down on the spread of it. It happens a lot. Just because you don't use this. Use this, yeah, again, condom, please use a condom. Just do it, yeah, be easier. So you think, oh, guess what, Ronnie, do you know what? I'm not going to get an STD because I actually don't have sex. I'm not, sticking my dick and, Guess what? Even if you have oral sex, ladies, you can still get these diseases. So, this is going to help you, gentlemen. And guys go, oh, it doesn't feel the same. I don't like it. Guess what? You probably don't like having syphilis and dying. Wear this. Ladies, there's also something that you can get, or gentlemen, called a dental dam. And this is basically a piece of plastic that goes over your mouth when you're performing oral sex on a lady, and it will prevent these STDs entering your body. So, syphilis, Hep B, herpes, gonorrhea. These are things that you can also get from oral sex. So it's not just sexual intercourse, it's just putting your mouth on genitals. Guess what? You can get STDs as well. This is the main thing that I want to go over with you guys. How to prevent STDs. This is the number one answer. The number two answer, have sex with one person. Oh, you guys, that's boring, Ronnie. Yeah, cool, whatever. But it's a way to stop the spread of STDs. So you're using a condom, you have one partner. Guess what? This is a good thing. Another thing that I highly recommend that you do is you get tested. Getting tested means you go to the doctor. Again, there is no shame in doing this. I've done this. I have to do this. I go to the doctor and I get tested. They take some blood to make sure that I do not have any STDs. If I had an STD, I could give it to my partner. Then it gets spread around. So you can also get, as I mentioned before, vaccines against some of the diseases, but not all of them, and probably not most of them. So sex is cleaner with a packaged wiener. She won't get sick if you cover your dick. Guys, use a condom, have fun, have sex, go crazy, wear one of these, and I'm good.